I know, Richie, you mentioned that we constantly referred back to what we saw last night in the England-Serbia game. And, you know, sometimes the mind boggles when it comes to match analysis and punditry, how anyone can suggest that last night's performance by England was a good performance. Because when you look at two teams performing well, even though one has walked away from this game with no points, but they walk away with their heads held high and put in a good performance. England didn't do that last night, even though they won the match.
Yeah, I think England were just quite pedestrian, really, weren't they? I think they played with an arrogance as if they were playing really well. Obviously, they won the game and they got the 3 points, but I think watching them and watching France tonight, and again, it probably goes down to how Austria played as well. Austria put them under such pressure that they had to play with an intensity, but England last night definitely just miles off the pace in terms of what France offered tonight.
I love that we're just crowbarring in a reason to have a go at England.
Well, no, we're not actually, because, I mean, all these teams, the good teams, are eventually going to meet in the latter stages of this competition. And it's very, very relevant because people are saying that was a good England performance. We've seen good performances from Germany. We've seen good performances from Spain. We've now seen a good performance from France because they've beaten quality opposition. You can't put England, who are among the favourites in the competition, in that category yet.
At the moment you can't. You can put them in the category of big teams with big expectations who win their opening game, which is what you come to the tournament mainly to do, or to start off to do. So they won their game and they kept a clean sheet. So in that sense,
great.
3 points, great. but they have, and we discussed this last night, there's so many conundrums there for Gareth Southgate to look at and to acknowledge that are there and then to come up with answers. And they're not obvious answers, to be honest, because it means putting people in positions that they may not want to be in, or asking them to do jobs they're not comfortable to do, or put someone with a big name on the bench. There's no obvious solution.
But tonight's when you look at those teams there tonight, those managers of both those teams don't have those issues, do they?
No, I think that's been the thing for England, isn't it? It's where do you play Phil Foden? How do you get the best out of him? Obviously, Bellingham, I think, done reasonably well last night, but they are the things that Gareth Southgate needs to look at. And what can he do to change their performance from last night going into their next game? It's going to be difficult for him, but I just think the French players just were way ahead in terms of, as I said, their intensity and their quality on the ball when they did have to work under pressure.
There's no question marks on that team as to who goes where, or how do they want to play. You know what to expect from the French team, and in fairness, they mostly deliver. Even when they empty the bench and bring on people, there's not a huge dip in quality or a change in shape. It strengthens things often when they make changes. Okay. But the big question is Mbappe, how's his nose?
And we'll talk about it and show the incident very shortly.